Cheer! What up? It's your boy, Dirtbag Dan. It's the Dirtbag Dan Show.
Hey.
We are the ESPN of battle rap, if you did not know. We're here, as always, with our on-air technical support, Skylar G.
I'm technical.
In this bitch.
Yeah.
Emmy award-winning program director Rory Campbell in the back, being responsible, because that's what it is. And our special guest this week, ladies and gentlemen, the 209 Zone, Akwheezy.
Put them in a box and say easy.
There we go. You know, I was waiting for the awkwards buttons. I wasn't sure what you've just revealed the very first one.
He's so happy.
Slowly.
Because I was just going to say
once.
that, and you said it for me.
There you
So,
go.
There
Hey,
we go.
one
With
more
whiskey
time.
on an empty
Put
stomach.
them in a box and say easy.
Let's
Yo,
go.
battle rappers are mad vain. So, like, our goal is if we'll get them on the show just because they want their own button. They're like, oh, man, I got to get on there. I wonder what my button will be.
That's literally the only reason I'm here.
Literally.
Just for the button?
No, I don't give a fuck about you,
You got a
guys.
couple. You got a couple buttons.
I made those buttons.
Yeah, I just wanted the button.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wild week in the world of battle rap. I always think it's going to get boring, but it never does. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're definitely going to run through the 5 battles of the week. My 5 battles, not the best ones, just the ones I want to talk about. But before
all
we
that
do
matters.
any of that, we're sitting here. This is Dirtbag Dan Show fashion. We're chopping it up with Akwheezy. Awkwards, tell us what you got going on. Talk to us about some upcoming battles. I know you have some battles lined up because I've been seeing you fucking chat about it online. What can you talk about right now that you have ready to go?
Upcoming battles, I've got maybe like 3 or 4 in the works.
Yeah.
But none of them are officially official, and that number may even be decreased to 3.
Okay.
Because me and Midwest Miles were supposed to battle on August 5th or 13th or something like that, and it's looking like that situation may either be pushed back or canceled. So
Okay.
I don't really know. We'll see how that goes. I really want to kill him, but sometimes the shit doesn't work out the way you want it to, and you can't lock in the battle. But we're still trying to get the Averb situation popping as well in the jungle. We're just kind of waiting. They got a new sponsor in the jungle. Shouts to Chicken Hill that is taking care of a lot of that type of stuff.
Shouts
right
to
now.
my jungle homies, man. I had a lot of fun. The one jungle battle I did, I think is a classic, and I'd love to get out there again and do another battle with y'all.
The jungle is an interesting place. If you go to battle events and you've never been to a jungle event, I highly recommend it. It's a different atmosphere than any other battle you'll ever go to.
Yeah, it's wild.
Different atmosphere for sure, but we're trying to lock one in because they've always been asking me to do a battle in Stockton, a big one, and we're trying to make the Averb thing happen. But Averb, he just likes to show off on Twitter. Basically, we're both getting paid the exact same amount to do the battle.
Hey, it's cool.
Right? And he's just being kind of a girl about it. He's like, I want my money tomorrow to lock it in. So it's basically, they're not even setting up the matches for that event yet. So once they do, then, they'll approach him about that. And hopefully, he won't duck out again.
Okay. So it's just a matter of whether or not, because I feel like with most of these dudes, it's just a matter of
It's all a show, man. Like, he gets on Twitter and is like, I need the money to come from Awkward's pocket directly. You know what I mean? And he doesn't really mean that. And then he'll send me a tweet later saying, oh, I was just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just being a dick over Twitter to make it look cool or whatever. And I dig it or whatever. But myself, I'm just into, locking it in.
yeah, no doubt. And I
don't like to fuck around on that. But that's his style, so whatever.
I understand like the need to get paid. I totally understand that.
For sure.
I even understand like half up front more as security for the promoters than it is for the artist. Because really, I'd rather you give it to me then, because that's money in the bank as opposed to I'm gonna spend it before I get it.
I feel you. And the thing with Averb, he's just kind of like asking for ridiculous things. He's coming off his battle with Hitman, so as Averb does, he's always feeling himself whenever he does something even remotely.
We're gonna talk a lot about Averb. We're
going in on Averb
a lot
today.
about Averb today.
I don't even want to start too much right now.
Woo!
But
Yeah,
because
I feel like he's gonna
He's
get
gonna feel the
attacked
wrath
today.
tonight. He's
That's
gonna
fucked
feel the
up,
wrath
man. He got a
tonight,
nice perm. He got a real nice perm.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go in on that. Perm.
I could respect.
I don't even remember what I was talking about, but it doesn't matter. Fuck Averb.
He
It's the topic.
He just lost his mind. What else you got going on in the world of music? I know you're a busy dude and you're smart
man.
as far as like choosing battles, but also like using battles to effectively promote your music. That's fucking
Yeah,
everything.
that's what it's about at the end of the day. I'm the reason I got into this is because, at the end of the day, it's about music, and battling is one of the easiest ways to get a crowd of people to become a fan of you instantly.
I don't think right now there is a better promotional tool for an individual
God, it's
artist
amazing.
than going out and doing a battle to let X amount of people
yeah.
who already know who you are that, hey, I got something new out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Battle's the only way
It's a great way to promote anything, man. A lot of people, I mean, I guess I can't knock the fact that people love battling so much they just want to do it and not push music or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I can feel that, but for me, like, music, it comes first out of anything, man. It's a lot more fulfilling to me to write a song about a topic that I'm passionate about rather than just calling someone a faggot. Which is fun. And it's fun in its own right.
They're
but,
different. I think they're different with regards to like you treat them both completely differently. Like
Yeah,
that's
most
why
definitely.
a lot of battle rappers don't transfer well into songwriters is
Or
because
they can't keep a rhythm.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
well,
it's
no, that's
easy
part
to
of it,
not keep a rhythm when you're doing acapella. You kind of
yeah.
have the choice to be loose and free. But like writing music is a lot about understanding how to structure a song and like
yeah.
not just putting together an ill
Bars.
verse. But yeah,
It's not all about bars. Like, at the end of the day, it's a music, and it's supposed to sound good.
Yeah, so that's why they're two completely different things, and you have to treat them as such.
Oh, yeah.
But one like battling, it's so much more on the spot gratifying for me, like performance wise. But then at the same time, like it doesn't have like the lasting effect that music.
Oh
does,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Music is like, the fan base I feel is a lot more loyal as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not so because it's not a competition.
Yeah.
MCs, we're obviously confident in, little silent competitions or whatever, but it's not an actual competition where you're competing with someone in front of you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a little bit different. People watch it different ways than they do music. Like when you're a fan of a sports team or whatever, it's like fuck the other guy that's playing against your favorite team. It's not like that when you put out a song. It's a little bit different. But in terms of what I got coming out, me and my boy Collage, we have a whole album coming out. It was supposed to be an EP, and we just kind of kept going. It ended up becoming an album. We have one more song left to do. It's been a little bit tough to write because Collage's been out of town. I've been touring a lot, and the last song is a story song with like a crazy like twist at the end. So it's been harder to write, but we got a joint with E40 on there. And,
Oh, it's nice.
I got another album with Illmaculate and Only One that we're I don't know maybe like halfway done with or something like that. And re-releasing my first album because our distribution deal kind of fucked us over, and we're out of the contract now. So we're gonna re-release it remastered with some bonus cuts and shit like that. So
Cool,
we're
cool,
dropping plenty of stuff, and I took a kind of a break on the YouTube for a couple months, but I've been just stocking up videos from all my travels and editing everything. So pretty soon, when I can just put out a bunch of shit with no breaks, then we're just gonna start dropping them in the next few weeks, probably starting off with our
Just
video.
like what, like freestyle vaults, travel footage,
Everything,
shit like that.
man. I got freestyle vaults, behind the scenes of the travels of everything, music videos, other little like viral battle ideas that I kind of have in my head. Just whatever idea I think would be funny, I just go out and film it and see how it turns out.
Yeah, content, baby. We trying to give you content,
Dog.
man, dog. Can we talk about? Let's talk about traveling, Awkwards. What you've been a lot of places.
Yeah, you both
yeah.
go places
Yeah,
a lot.
we have.
What's yeah, well, yeah.
We
You
have.
guys,
Yeah.
you guys were both in Sweden together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some funny shit of you on the video, matter of fact.
Oh man, I was wild in Sweden. I was feeling myself.
Oh, it was so fun. I mean, imagine me. I didn't have to battle.
Oh yeah. No, Awk was chilling. He was
I was
just
having a great
and we were
time.
like eating fucking Swedish
dude.
meatballs with Dub C and MOP and fucking Crooked Eye and shit. And like listening to them have stupid conversations. And if you're smart, you're just kind of sitting there and just soaking
Soaking
up
it up.
game. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh yeah, they put us onto a lot of fucking game.
Dirty.
Big supporters of the battle scene, and they really laced us on a lot of game. I spent a lot of time with a lot of like me and Dub and Crazy Tunes and Arsenal. We was on the same flight over there and shit. So we we chopped it up quite a bit, man, and they were real cool.
I'm hella typical like Bay dude. It was me and Yuck and Cuzzo Fly all and like we were just looking
Yuck
for
Mouth
we were just rolling him up.
Greatest.
Hey, yeah, Yuck is my dude, man. He's
My new
actually
fucking idol. Like, yeah, we love his songs and shit like that, but like as a human being, this person just like catapulted himself into like top 10 people in life.
he's awesome, man. He actually like and a lot of people don't know this. He was the one that got the ball rolling on that whole event. And he had me talking to Chubby over a year ago about, doing
remember you
battles
talking
with
about it,
and I guess they had a plan, and the venue that they were gonna use had burned down.
yeah.
And then like 6 months later, he calls me up and was like, "No, we're doing it big. Like we're gonna get everybody out."
Oh,
and
yeah.
they loved
Shouts
it.
to Chubby. Shouts to Yuck Mouth too, man.
Yeah. Oh, and Cuzzo, man, everybody. MOP, Bill Danes and Fame, both really cool dudes. Crooked Eye, really cool. He flew in back into London with us because he was going on tour, so we got to chop it up with him a little bit. Just a wild trip, man. For us to be out there with them, and like everybody treats us the same as these dudes. Like, come on, get out of here, bro. Like,
not only that, but they
don't
treat
kid
us
yourself
like that too.
Yeah, and that's
what
what I'm saying. Like, don't kid yourself, bro.
You're cool.
You're you. We're us.
It was honestly one of the best trips I've ever taken in my entire life, man. Just it was just a lot of fun altogether, and the West Coast was really in the fucking building that day. Like, not just
I see
us
some of the
battling,
photos and shit.
but like, Dub C, Yuck Mouth, fucking all these motherfuckers. And not only that, like, you have the owner of Dub CNN, like the West Coast is in the building. The whole place had the dubs in the air. Like, it felt really good.
I've said this before. I think that battle rap, rap in general is very regional, and different like parts of the world kind of latch on to different parts.
Oh yeah,
of,
the West Coast is a huge cult following.
in like Northern Europe. Like I remember Nils M. Skills actually telling me that his favorite rapper when he was a kid was rapping Forte, like just randomly, like which is like a total Bay cat. Like a lot of cats wouldn't even like on the East Coast would never fuck with that shit, but like out here, that's like that's in our Bible.
Well,
and
yeah,
shit.
Dub CNN is not even from America. The website. It's out there. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, that's just like PA and Roscoe too. Like,
Oh, they kill it in like Prague and fucking shit like that. But in London, for instance, they're very East Coast centric. Like they definitely latched way more on to that side of the music than the West Coast side of the music. So they really It's cool. It's cool. We could that's fine. We can deal with it.
where else you been lately?
Well, we did the Sweden thing. I just got back from Australia right before that.
Australia.
Battling 360.
Free 60.
How was that?
It was an interesting experience. We went out there, and I was excited for the battle personally. Like, it was something that I would never.
He won.
I did. It was something that I would never reach out to do myself. It wasn't a match that I was particularly interested in. I kind of had the email while I was going to Canada to write for Real Deal, and when I got back, I was kind of like, you know what? This motherfucker did just go platinum. Fuck it. I'm just gonna kill him real quick.
I had I had the worst experience battling that motherfucker, man. I really did.
I had the complete opposite.
No, I know you did, and I'm so glad. We both we flip flopped. You had a terrible experience in New York. I had a good one. You had a great experience in Australia. I had a terrible one.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
funny because we seem to have the same type of haters.
Yeah, we really do.
So that's kind of funny.
But my shit in Australia was just like. I knew I was terribly prepared. I knew my material. There was no reason for me not to be on point. So I was, but there was fucking these two broads to the left of me the whole battle that were fucking screaming at
Is it
me.
the one with the finger in the air?
I don't know what the fuck, bro. I was pissed.
I dissed her, and I think
It's cool. I was mad.
Oh, dude, it's hard to beat 360 out
I was
there. Honestly,
Ilmac Arsenal mad,
my
bro.
whole first round was like a little shaky. You could tell it wasn't as confident because, like always, I always volunteer to go first. Like, before the battle started, 360 came. He's like, hey, he asked me if I got my bars down. I'm like, yeah, of course. And he was like, do you want to go first? And I was like, I looked at him weird. Like, that's a weird thing to ask somebody. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like you're confident.
Do you want to go first? Because you can. Go first.
I always want to go first, though, so I'd planned on just saying it anyway, but he just put it out there like that. I was like, yeah, I'm going first anyway, bro. Like, that's what I do.
Well, maybe that's why he asked.
After that first round, like, I completely botched my double time closer that was supposed to be so fucking awesome, and I fucked that up. I was a little shaky because I didn't know how they were going to react to me, and I didn't know if, the 360 dick riders were just going to take over, and he was just going to say whatever, and they were going to go crazy. But after I got my first round out, and after he got his first round, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to body this fool right now. Like, I could just tell. And
fucking 60, man. I you know what, man? I got along with dude for the longest time, and then after that trip, I fucking hated him. I don't know why. It just all went bad. It all went bad for me the last time in Melbourne. Real talk.
I'm a big fan.
I guess, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know where we're at.
You guys need to.
I don't know where we're at, bro.
Man.
I don't know where we're at.
Y'all need to 360.
I have
you need
no
to find
reason.
out where y'all at right now. Personally, me, I'm a big fan of 360. A big supporter. Like, even like before he got big, like when he was doing the Forthright shit. Like, cause I go out. I've been to Australia several times, so I already, you know what I mean. Been familiar with his music.
Yeah, don't you got gold out there or something?
Yeah, he's incredible, bro. I'm a big fan. He's always been a nice guy to me.
It's
He's a
probably-
good freestyler. I fuck with 360, which is why I thought it was weird that they reached out for me to battle him. And I was
If
just
I'm
like,
if
really?
I'm being realistic, it's probably more my fault than it is fucking his fault.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I tend to be more of like
Not at all.
I
wouldn't be surprised
yeah,
at all.
and awkward.
if he never did anything to you.
No bullshit,
What the
man.
fuck?
You know what? He fucked it. Like I don't
360's
even.
cool as fuck,
I'm not
man.
gonna get into it because it's not anybody else's business really. But like I was irritated by multiple fucking things, it all in too close of a period together, and it all went bad for me. And I might should apologize, but I probably won't.
It was a weird experience battling him, man. Frag. It was a weird experience battling, man, because every time I see him, it's usually on some like we're kicking it shit or whatever. And it was strange, like being at the venue and seeing this fool in the back, like pacing around, looking at his phone on his bars and shit like that. I was like, man, this is weird. I'm about to battle this dude right now. This is strange.
Yeah, he's
And after it was over, I was like, yo,
he's got like diehard supporters there and diehard fucking like anti-supporters there. There's cats that fucking do not like him because of the popularity that he's got over the last year or so. Like, which is hilarious. I love that.
And
That
that's
people
the
start
key.
hating you when you start doing good. They're like, oh fuck
yeah,
that,
of
you're
course.
getting money now.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Exactly. And that's the key to winning any rap battle, really, at the end of the day, is finding those people in the crowd that don't like that person and saying every single thing that they want to hear. That's how you're going to win battles more likely than ever. When you can get that crowd, when you can say exactly what that crowd wants and what everyone is thinking that hates this person in front of you, you're going to win every time when you have a message.
I think what the kids have a problem with 60 is that who he is in battles and the kind of music he made 3 years ago is drastically different than the shit that he makes now. You know what I mean? And that he's making music that is appealing, that is designed to appeal to the market that's going to put fucking money in his pocket.
I mean, it is
and that's
different.
irritating to cats that are like, hip hop. Me, I don't have that like mentality. I'm like, I'm on some get money shit. Like, I love to see, for me, when I see another battle rapper get money in any regard, even if even if I semi don't like the motherfucker, I'm still like, it's good because it means that as a whole that's a possibility for us.
That's what we're
you know
striving
what I mean?
to be. We're striving to do what Dumbfounded and Mac Lethal and 360 are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's real talk. And we'd be fucking I'd be lying if I said differently. As much as multiple sets of those motherfuckers irritate me.
I don't like battle rappers at all.
Oh,
for the most part. Oh my God, they
know
are
what I'm saying?
horrible.
But
Me,
this
like, I'm a
bar-
private person. Sometimes I get creeped out, like when hella people come up to me and give me attention and shit like that. Like, I'm not really one that wants to be all fucking over the top all the time and
Shut the fuck up and rap.
right? Oh, that's the perfect button right there, bro.
I knew he'd like to shut the fuck up and rap.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you what buttons you have, but I am going to ask how many buttons. Do you have?
That's four, I think, and that was
There's four.
I think
So
you've
we-
heard three.
we've uncovered
I
two.
believe, I believe you have three.
Okay. Well, so all right,
Okay.
I think we've heard. Wait,
So we got put them in the box to say easy. We got shut the fuck up rap. I'm gonna guess that the next one is what a bunch of divas. I'm gonna guess. It may not be, but I'm guessing.
press the button.
That's just
Press
that
the
would be
button.
my guess.
Man, fuck you.
Wrong. Not on the Dirtbag Dan show. We grab random shit.
All right.
And if I had my way, there would have been some really random shit
Yeah.
against you. So I think I did you a favor.
Yeah. Skylar's like downright slanderous. It worked well with.
Slander
You gonna play my third round against Roan in one button?
Yeah, just one button, just boom.
And that's probably long enough to play the whole round too.
All right.
It's done.
All right, since we're fucking lame, fucking cheesy battle rappers who just talk about battles all the time,
Yes.
we're gonna get into the 5 battles of the week, ladies and gentlemen, and these are the 5 battles that I chose
we already do one already?
to discuss. Kind of, but we're
Okay.
gonna
Just
we're gonna run them all top to bottom. We briefly discussed the first one, so we'll go back and discuss it now. And that battle is one of the battles from our trip to Sweden. Actually, 2 of the battles from our trip to Sweden are on this list.
Did yours come out today?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we will talk about that because we're always going to talk about one of mine. If I have a battle out, we're fucking talking about
If
that.
I had my own show,
You're
I would
always
talk
have a
about like a
battle
battle I did 3 years ago and shit. But today we're gonna talk about Awkwards versus T-Rex.
Well, fortunately, Dan battles somebody every like 12 hours.
Yeah, we have plenty of
You know what I'm saying?
material.
Battle number 1, Sweden. Pat Stay versus Yimmy Pistol,
Yimmy Pistol.
a.k.a. Jimmy Pistol. But I like saying Yimmy Pistol because it's a lot funnier.
Yeah.
That was a fucking...
Pat Stay came down off of a giant like beanstalk.
Yeah, dude.
He
He really...
He's taller than the fucking beanstalk.
Talk
That
about
was like a
fucking...
step down, like, whoop.
Talk about
off the cloud.
intimidating fucking situation.
Oh, man.
He kind of really, and God bless Jimmy Pistol because he's a fucking cool kid and he was hilarious. But Pat was just being a jerk and like punking him the entire battle, like physically, like being like overbearing and fucking like it was wild. It was funny and not on some like asshole shit, not on some like trying to like disrupt the homie's like psyche, like by making him scared, but on some like older brother, like shut the fuck up shit. You know what I mean? It was almost hard to watch.
I mean, to me, I felt like it was everything that we expected it would be.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jimmy Pistol did his thing. He got through all of his verses, had some, a few hot bars, did his thing. You know what I mean? This was more about a shot for him than anything. You know what I mean? Just a good look for him to be involved and do okay.
And Pat was
until
coming
the Wet
off
Willie came.
And
anyway.
Pat was coming off of like a pseudo retirement. You know what I mean? His first round, Pat's first round, it was fucking done.
Pat did great.
His first round was just it was like, motherfucker, you're just here, I'm coming back.
Pat did a really great job, man,
and then he wet willied the motherfucker. He wet willied him.
Literally?
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just a good look for
That's
Jimmy
fucked
Pistol for promotion
Awesome,
until the Wet Willie happened.
What do
Wow.
you do at that point?
You got wet willied. And it was
I don't
like
know.
he was such
I
a
don't know.
dick. He did it at the end of the second round. He was like, even your buddies over there, look, and then he's like, wet willy, and then
Yeah, you know what? Also, what I think about too is what would have Pat Stay have done if Jimmy Pistol didn't turn around?
Yeah, I
What
don't
would
know.
he do?
He
What would
probably
he do?
would have just done it right now.
He was just banking on that this shit's gonna work.
Because I mean, honestly,
Sometimes you got to take that chance.
Jimmy Pistol gonna stop him.
I don't know. He would have front done it.
Well,
It
I'm
would've
saying
just
like
face
the only
face
reason
to
he did it
face
is
wet
when
willy.
he turned away. You know what I mean? He was like, "Look at your friend in the back," and he turned away and did it. I'm curious, what if he just said, "Look at your friend in the back," and he was just like, "No, I'm not gonna look at my friend in the back."
Have you ever walked into one? I've never walked into one.
No,
I can't think
no.
of one where I was like,
not.
I said something and then they were like,
Yeah, I'm trying
"You're
to
that,"
think-
or like where they set me up to
Yeah.
say it. It's only happened
I'm
really
trying
a
to
few
think-
great
yeah,
times.
I mean, like Hollow the Don did it to Hitman Hollow when he went for the handshake, and
yeah. Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you just don't trust a battle rapper, especially while you're in the room with
Oh,
him at that
dude,
time.
Pat Stay,
What
the first
fuck?
thing he does is he reaches his hand out to shake his hand
Yeah,
and then
pats his
slaps
hand
his hand.
Do not.
He doesn't even like not like go too cool. He goes and like slaps.
So what is like Pat Stay's next thing? Wedgie and like
Dude,
We'll see.
I'll
swirly.
fucking die, homie.
he
I'll
fucking-
die swinging in that ring. You try and
He does
fucking
his
wedge me. I
handicap
don't give
people,
a fuck.
dead relatives, gives you wet willies. He don't give a
Wow,
fuck.
I will.
That's crazy.
I will die. It's like
How do you get to that point where you're like,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna
man.
give this dude a wet willy and it's gonna fuck up his whole third
yeah,
round?
wow. And you know what? He
he's
started.
I mean, you automatically lose.
He
I think,
did it-
when you've been wet willy.
No, he did it to him,
wow.
and then he started his third round by saying, "I just
that
fucking
is,
wet willied you." It's like,
Oh,
like you automatically probably lose for that. Like you can't. I don't know. You can't just sit there and like not like you know what I mean. He just took it and like started his third round like everything was normal and shit. Like
I love
That's
things like
crazy.
that, bro. I love that.
honestly, don't even know what you're supposed to do in that. That's like
well, you got some other dude
That's
spit
a-
in your ear.
that's some random shit that happened. I've never even the thought never even thought my like ever crossed my mind like what would happen if someone wet willied me during a battle. Like, I've never even
I would be so mad.
fathomed that.
I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would
what-
be shocked. Like
What kind of grown man?
I would go, no! Like, it's just no! Like, freak out. Like,
what do you do? I
that's
mean,
probably.